Climate.
We are moving on to climate. This is where we are on climate.
Let's speak now to another Just Stop Oil activist, Alex de Koning. Okay, how long have we got, Alex? I mean, literally, how long do we have until the planet is unrecognizable? How urgent is this?
Things are already getting so much worse. I mean, have you seen in New York, 10 million people couldn't leave their house because they couldn't breathe because of wildfires in Canada. 33 million people in Pakistan last year had their lives completely decimated by floods. The same with the floods in northern Italy. Same with the 40-degree heat wave here, where 1,700 people died in 2 days.
What did they actually die from that was related to the heat in 2 days?
When the temperature gets hot enough, when it gets so hot that the sweat no longer cools you down, you literally boil in your own sweat.
This shouldn't be so funny. Listen, what we're finding...
People are dying and you're literally laughing.
No, well, because you're making silly claims.
The climate crisis is killing people.
If you don't mind me saying, Alex, I think you need to grow up a bit, actually, because this is ridiculous.
We've got to go to the news. Alex, thank you so much for joining us.
God, I hate those people.
I mean, they're saying that in the face of this is where we are for Earth's mean temperature rising steadily. That line that's 2023 is just skyrocketing. So,
I mean, look at the peak of that versus all the other peaks. We truly are at an impasse, and we've fucked ourselves.
Yep.
And here are these people on news, like, I mean, that couldn't be more from Don't Look Up than.
I honestly, I wouldn't have believed it. I would have thought it was preposterous if I had seen that. Right. So, was it 2 weeks ago now or 3 weeks ago? Oh, sorry. Well, that's a nice thing. Can we see little strike? Little strike. Give us a bit of joy.
Does he
look at that.
The green screen?
Yeah, there she is. That's so cute. Yeah. So, so today, Hurricane Idalia hit Florida, but the recovery in Maui. First of all, I think they've only found a little over 100 bodies. They're still missing 1,000. There has been so little help over there, and the people on that island are truly outraged by the lack of urgency. And, one of the problems is that there's just one disaster after another. So I'm not in any way excusing the media for not paying attention or the administration and FEMA for not stepping it up and helping. We are so overwhelmed. Every single day, there is another disaster that is killing people or poisoning them. And you almost can't keep up. So, should we watch?
You have to. I just don't see there's any way to let the media off the hook at all, because they're clearly not covering Maui for a reason, because it's going to hurt Biden.
100%.
That's just fucking disgusting. Let's hear from the Maui guy, I think.
Okay, so this is a state representative from Maui, went right here.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On my way to the Hawaii State Capitol this morning, but hey, I wanted to come on briefly and talk about some of the issues happening nationally and how the federal government is going to help out with the relief in Maui. Some folks may not know that FEMA, the Federal Disaster Emergency Management Agency, is basically running broke. They are out of money. So Congress is trying to get FEMA more money. So Biden's administration, just a couple days ago, requested that Congress provide FEMA with $12 billion to extend the relief for Maui. But attached to that supplemental relief was $24.1 billion for Ukraine. Now, guys, once again, why couldn't the Biden administration specifically ask for money just for Maui's disaster? But instead, he tied $24 billion for Ukraine. Once again, Maui, just $12 billion. Ukraine, $24 billion attached to that, which means if you don't vote for this supplemental request, then you are denying Maui $12 billion. He is holding Hawaii hostage. He is holding FEMA hostage. He is holding congressmen and senators who don't want to give 24 billion of our taxpayer dollars more to Ukraine. And if they don't vote for this, they'll make like, oh, these guys just don't care about Maui. They don't care about Hawaii. This is ridiculous. Biden should be ashamed of himself, and any politician here in Hawaii who supports this administration and the corruption and just the sidelining that they're doing should be ashamed of themselves. Maui needs help. America needs to come through for our 50th state. And $24 billion for Ukraine should not be attached to our supplemental request. Click on this link right here, because Civil Beat did report on this morning. And there are both Republicans and Democrats who are asking for Congress to give FEMA more money. But why attach $24 billion for Ukraine to it? That's just ridiculous. Just some morning thoughts, guys. Have a great day and God bless. Aloha.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that wasn't a state that Biden was counting on. I mean, not that that's like even anywhere up in the,
Right.
realm
I
of
mean, how
what's
disgusting
important,
is
but
it?
like,
And the reason they're attaching it to the Ukraine money is because support for the Ukraine war is down, and they're not getting, the U.S. is not going to continue to support sending all our money to bombs over there when you're getting half of the latest shipment of money that Maui's getting.
yeah,
I mean, Maui's getting half of the latest.
yeah. Then it seems to happen weekly. There was just another several hundred million sent off this week. And I know we haven't talked, we definitely have to talk about it next week, but it's clearly not going well. They're just sending billions more there. They're getting Europe to, send F-16s. Germany is now talking about trying to start up the Nord Stream pipeline again because they are so devastated by the prices of energy since that was blown up by whoever blew up the Nord Stream pipeline. And they won't talk about that this is that spring offensive. I mean, I don't know if they're looking at a calendar. We're done with the spring. The offensive didn't work. So we're just in this quagmire. It's another Afghanistan, which was another thing, that Cristobal said, like, oh, he got us out of Afghanistan, which great. I applauded that, get out of Afghanistan. But like, you can't say that as a positive without mentioning and then turned away right around and got us into Ukraine. Like,
And also, by all measures, even though leaving Afghanistan was the right thing to do, that was ordered under the Trump administration, and the withdrawal was an absolute disaster.
Yes.
So you're pointing at that as one of the two reasons to support him.
Yeah.
It's one of the two reasons to support him, and they're kind of negatives.
There's not a lot to choose from.